Hello, everyone. Welcome to Feelings with the Geekiary. I'm Erin, along with my fellow hosts, Tara and Vaughn. We're fans. We have feelings. And this is where we webcast about them. It's our 1-year anniversary, and we have tons of special guests tonight. So, let's see. We have Fareed and Jamie, and we'll be joined a little bit later. Well, we just were for a minute. Hi, Becca. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Yay. All right, so this is my turn. Before we get started, I'm just going to start with this. It's 12 o'clock, so I'm going to get Dre drunk with this. Ready?
Yes. Cheers.
Celebrate.
This is a celebration.
Friendly reminder, this is also a podcast, so please subscribe to us on iTunes so that you don't miss any of our feelings. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember that this is recorded live, so we're not exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us any technical difficulties or not so accidental swears. Thank you. Remember, you can join the conversation with the hashtag #GeekiaryFeelings. Come on, how will we know we're wrong if you don't tell us? Okay, things are starting to get blurry. Tara?
I'm going to apologize in advance for random coughing. I am getting over some sickness here. But we would like to remind all of you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the host as individual and do not necessarily represent the Geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole. And we're going to real quick jump into some news and updates. The first of which is we need to raise $70 for an important website update that will make our content more viewable on the web. So if anybody wants to donate to us, you can PayPal us at thegeekiary@gmail.com. And I think, we'll probably end up doing something fun on the site or with the webcast if we can raise that $70. We'd really like to be able to do it before the end of the month if possible. We haven't come up with a specific idea or reward, but we do have some giveaways and stuff coming up anyway. So yeah, $70 is what we need to raise for this important website update. So if you are feeling in a giving mood, every little bit helps. And again, our PayPal is thegeekiary@gmail.com.
Give us your money.
Yeah, and we also have a Patreon, so you can also donate via our Patreon. And in addition to the monthly webcast that we do here, we'll host a special interactive webcast with our admin Angel, some of us as well, and possibly some guest hosts. And the episode will focus on content that our readers and listeners suggest, and use social media to drive the conversation. So yeah, you can donate directly or donate through our Patreon. Just go to Patreon, patreon.com, and search for the Geekiary, and you'll find us. All right, Vaughn, you want to take over with your favorite subject?
Well, yeah, okay. Really, it's time for a hashtag Hairgate update. It is almost February in 2016, and Jon Snow is still dead. Very dead, never coming back, totally dead.
Not dead.
Okay, so we haven't seen anything else about the hair, but Game of Thrones did release 3 new teasers last week, I think. There's a Lannister one, a Stark one, and a Targaryen one. And the Stark one has like a tattered Stark banner flying over Winterfell, and the voiceover is done by Ramsay, urging someone to come and see that Winterfell is his. So if anybody has read the books, the rumor is that this could be a take on his letter to Jon Snow in Dance with Dragons, where he tells Jon to, come see that he has Winterfell, and he, it's a Bolton house now, blah blah blah. So people are already theorizing that the season will culminate in like a battle of the bastards between them. So are you really still saying Jon's dead, Vaughn?
Yeah, 100% stand by it. Just gonna keep on blindsiding, just following my ridiculous theory forever. I refuse to accept any other options.
Jamie or Free, do you guys watch Game of Thrones at all?
Yeah, I do.
Fareed does. Poor Fareed's mic isn't working very well, but
He's nodding really, really passionately. He does watch Game of
Is Jon Snow dead, Fareed? Really dead? Good dead? Forever dead?
No.
Yeah, no.
You're a liar.
So I'm gonna get this out of the way too, real quick. I feel like I'm the one that's like leading things right now, and I apologize for that. But I want to get our special live Loot Crate unboxing out of the way so that Becca can join us. I'm gonna take off my hat too because I feel like I will be moving around a bit and it will fall off my head. But anyway, so the Geekiary has been getting some Loot Crate packages. I have done a couple unboxing videos you can find on our YouTube channel. And this is the Level Up, which is like clothing and accessory items, which I really love because, to be honest, like I have a lot of junk in my house. And I like, you know, little things I just can't deal with. But you offer me clothing or socks or purses, and I am like all in. So this is the first time I'm opening this, and I have no idea what's going to be in here, but all of these come with a little booklet. This month's theme is Invasion, which was actually the theme of the Voot Pets one too, where I got Space Invaders dog leash and some treats and an X-Files t-shirt for my dog Rugby, which I posted on our Instagram. So very timely. So I don't read the booklet before I open these things, which can turn out kind of funny sometimes when I don't know what things are, because every once in a while that does happen. But we have socks, which is always a plus.
Yeah.
And they're little alien socks. Like, I wear, you have no idea, like, it's probably because I do laundry so rarely. I go through socks like water, and I love socks. And I love cute ones like this, even though nobody ever really sees them.
I really like those. I want
Socks
them.
are important too.
I like
socks.
We have another pair of socks. Oh, they're from Destiny, actually. And they're in a plastic bag. And I have never played Destiny, so this is actually going to be one of those things that goes into a giveaway. Often, like, I'll keep items to wear and promote for the Geekiary, but I have actually a big box going of stuff for a giveaway. So we've got some Destiny socks. You can't see them that well, but they're in plastic, so I'm not going to take them out because that would be silly. All right, next we have, this looks like a Space Invaders t-shirt. Oh, and it's a girl's t-shirt. So it's got all the little Space Invaders on it. And it's a heart, and it's a girl's t-shirt, which is awesome. So, again, I love, like, geeky shirts. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to start getting in trouble at work because I've run out of, like, real clothes and all I have are geeky items.
Since when are geek shirts not real clothes? They are all I wear. I mean,
like work clothes, you know what I mean? This is going to be...
I feel like geek clothes should be work attire.
Oh, my God.
I really want to, I only want to work.
They are where I work.
So, this is a really cute necklace, and it's the Star Trek symbol split in half. And on one side it said, it's a quote that I know, I have and shall your, but it says I have been and always shall be your friend, but it's split in half. So one side says, I have and shall your, the other one says, then always be friend. So
they're like best friend. Yeah, they're like best friend necklaces.
So it's the Kirkenstock friendship necklace. So that's really cute. All right, I'm almost done here. I think.
Very clever.
This is another Space Invaders thing. Oh, it's like a long sleeve shirt. Cool. It's like a long sleeve little hooded shirt, and the Space Invaders are like gray with little random green ones.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're very big on Space Invaders. I'm kind of sad because my dog got an X-Files shirt. Man, I want an X-Files shirt. But I do really like this hoodie, and we've got a couple items for giveaways from this. So this is our, I'll probably continue doing unboxing videos from now on, but I thought it would be a cool, different thing for our 1-year anniversary to do a live unboxing of Loot Crate.
Hey, we love free stuff. It's great.
Yeah, we do. And honestly, like, the Loot Crate Level Up stuff, it's all high quality, and I've been using the socks and pajama pants and stuff that I got in previous ones for months now, and like they're comfortable, and I don't know, like if you're not a big, like, if you don't want all the little things that the regular Loot Crate comes with, they take your sizes, and you can get these like random geeky clothes and accessories. This one had jewelry. The last one had a PB8 coin purse, that type of thing. So it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, that was fun.
And now
That
I
was
get to
fun.
stop talking.
All right, so before we move on to like the proper discussion, I wanted to like grab another piece of news that's like brand new from today, which is the American Gods casting that Ricky Whittle has been cast for the American Gods TV adaptation. How does everyone feel about this? I'm pretty excited because I think Ricky Whittle is like banging hot. And he's from the 100, in case you didn't realize.
Yeah, it makes me worry for Lincoln, but I'm pretty excited about him. So.
Hitman.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm really excited about. I mean, I like Ricky Whittle a lot in the 100. My only concern is that he's like a little short. I mean, Shadow is supposed to be insanely tall, and Ricky Whittle's only like 6'2".
Yeah, but Magic Movie they can make him seem taller. He's
yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's like literally my only like. I don't know about it, but like other than that, he looks great, and also he's not white. Thank God. Like, we didn't cast, this is a good job, guys. And Brian Fuller is involved, and if you haven't read American Gods, you should, because that book is
You should read it. It's amazing. And
yeah,
I
finished it.
It's the best thing. So
I think I finished it in Hawaii or at San Diego Comic-Con, and I gave it to Stephanie because I was like, somebody else has to read this. Like,
yeah. All right, so moving on to our discussion. Before we get fully into it, sorry guys, we wanted to kind of mention our favorite moments from the past year, because this is our 1-year anniversary, as you can tell by the alcohol we're using to celebrate. So, Erin, favorite moments?
We have alcohol every time, so I don't really.
Like, almost. I think it's very rare that we don't.
It's daytime for me, okay? I don't drink during these things.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, you don't. Yeah. Okay. The last year. Let's see. We have done so much. I have to say, probably the top of my list of favorite moments was having Neil Napier on the show from Helix. He was amazing. He stuck with us the whole hour. It was great. And
that was so much fun.
Yeah, he was awesome. And then also, of course, the doing the live broadcasts from San Diego Comic-Con was amazing, and getting to see everyone in person and then hang out too.
Yes. Tara, what about you?
Definitely our San Diego ones, which it was great literally having all this just crammed into like the same room. Probably the Wednesday night one was like by far the most ridiculous and so much fun.
So much fun.
I also enjoyed the one we did. It was like a random like Wednesday or something last March where it was our drunk feelings, and it was we had that episode because we hit a milestone or whatever for our Comic-Con fundraiser, and that was a blast because that was the first time I think Stephanie joined us, and it was a lot of day drinking for her and Vaughn, and it was fun and messy. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna get all like emotional and say that like in general I have my favorite episodes and moments and stuff, but like this webcast has been so much fun for the past year, and I honestly would not trade any of it, you know, and the time I spend with these ladies on a monthly basis. It's a blast.
Aww.
Oh, yes. But I totally agree with everything you just said. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, then I guess it's my turn. I have a lot of moments. I really like the Neil Napier one, and I liked when Osric joined us, and I like just like getting into Helix at the start and just like loving this like stupid bonkers show together. And yeah, Hairgate. You guys, when I remember, just lots of memories of like random things, like when Zane left and I was freaking out, and Tara left us alone, and all we did was talk about boys for like an hour and a bit.
That was the time I had food poisoning. So yeah, that was the best for you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, all we did was talk about boys. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was clear that the person holding this webcast together is Tara.
I keep this on track.
And anytime hashtag Tara doesn't watch.
What does
that list has shrank like exponentially in the past year. Okay.
Yeah. I like to think we're a good influence on you.
Yeah. If a good influence means I hole myself up in my house for entire weekends watching the 100 and I Zombie, then sure.
That is exactly what I mean by good influence.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's great. I love it. If I hadn't been part of this, I wouldn't have watched them as soon as I did. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. Right, well, let's move on from, like, masturbating about how good we are to talking about actual stuff that, people care about. Like, TV shows that have come back in 2016. What's new? What's happening?
Well, I Zombie, but, like, Erin, do you have any, because I think you follow the show a little bit more than I do. I pretty much just watch it. Why did they come back with, like, I actually tweeted about this. They came back with a bang, ha ha ha, pun intended, and then they skipped a week. It was sad.
They actually skipped 2 weeks. It comes back next week. Yeah, I don't really know why they did that. I can only speculate some weird programming issue. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's on, Tuesday night? I don't know. It's not sports or anything.
Yeah. State of the Union, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. When is that?
I think it was on that week, though. I don't know.
Oh,
who knows?
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, last year it was a limited series. It was it started in January and ran till like May. It wasn't. But this year it's a full season, so I'm sure it had something to do with that.
Yeah, they added episodes too.
Yeah.
Like it was originally only supposed to be 16 or 13, and they brought it up to 19, something like that.
Yeah.
Such a good show. Just more of it would be great. Just want it to come back.
Yeah, like I said, it's like, why didn't they just wait and have it come back and be all in order? Because I was really upset when I couldn't find it to watch, and then I Googled it, and I was like, wait, what? It's not coming back till February. Why?
I know. I didn't realize either. I went to watch it, and then it wasn't on, and I was like, no!
Yeah, well, you know what's even worse about this? One of my good friends just watched the first season on Netflix, and he's like, he texts me as he watches it, and he's like, oh, the one guy just got shot in the head. I'm like, no!
Oh, no! Oh, no, I totally forgot about that.
I know. It made me cry all over again. I'm like, stop talking about Lowell.
No one talks about Lowell. No one does. We just pretend it doesn't happen.
No, yeah.
Shh. Lowell is beautiful and perfect.
Yeah, no one talks about it.
Out there living.
He's
Lowell
alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He took over Jon Snow's body.
Yes. Jon Snow's
Lol
is not dead. Hashtag not dead, lol.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's coming back as Damien. That's what happened.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
I'm
Bradley
looking
James
forward to
is
Damien.
So fun, man. Sorry.
I keep having to mute myself so I don't cough at you guys.
Yeah, but she's coughing in my ear. Stop it, Rigby. She's coughing in my ear. So I'll be
So
deaf.
moving on from iZombie, which is an excellent show, to another excellent show with a female lead on the CW, which is amazing. The 100 is back with a bang. Like, I mean, literally, like, Clark is banging
I haven't
chicks.
seen it, so...
Jamie is the reason I watch this show, actually. Like, I know you guys are talking to me about it, but I edited one or two of Jamie's articles last year about it, and I was like, all right, this has got to be, like, on the list, and moved up toward the top. And I think I actually watched it before iZombie.
Wow.
I watched it. Whoa, stop.
How, Jamie, how did you, since I reviewed the first episode of the season, how did you feel about it?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's kind of until Clark gets back with her people. I'm really like, I'm not sure what's going on with her or why she was just killing a panther or what a panther was doing in like
badass.
Virginia. She could have killed. I don't know.
I thought about that, and
gorilla.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about it because it's probably from the zoo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like DC, like, and they have a giant zoo, you know. Like you'd think that. I mean, I don't know though. When they've done, I don't know. Sometimes this show is really great at some things and like kind of bad at others. I love it nonetheless because again, female lead. They do have great world building, minus the random wild animals that shouldn't be in Virginia. But you know.
Dog.
I think it's generally pretty good. It's one of the best shows on television at the moment, hands down, easy.
I'm sorry, I'm having to try to shoo my dog away because he's like
Come over here.
right there under the table.
Come over here.
So I'm gonna take things down a notch because I'm that girl and talk about shipping because that's what I care about.
Of course.
I'm a shipper, okay? Just deal with that.
I wasn't
Clark.
saying anything bad.
And that Clark is like obviously could there's like two big ships that she's involved with and she's not with either of them right now. So anyone got any ideas how this season's gonna play out?
Honestly,
Anybody.
so we're like, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't finished season 1. The Klexa thing is I'm just over it. Or season 2, I'm sorry. Season 2. The Klexa thing, I'm over it because, like, personally, that sort of, like, betrayal, I don't care about the reasoning. Like, I would have loved that ship to be, like, a thing, but, like, since that giant betrayal, I can't get behind it. I do like Clark and Bellamy a lot, but he apparently has a girlfriend now, so... I mean, Clark is off with that Trader Post woman whose name I can't remember right now. Or well, she was.
Did they say it? Like, did she have a name? I'm sure she had a name, but
she did. Yeah, I looked it up. I'm pretty sure they didn't say it in the episode. Nyla, I think is what it was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, no, I think that, like, I agree with you. Like, I, like, love the Klexa thing on account of it being representation, and I love that they haven't kind of, like, left Clark's bisexuality behind with that.
Mm-hmm.
That was something that I was worried about as we came into the new season, but they're like, nah, this is a thing, we're just going to go with it, and that's just, like, brilliant. But I never really shipped Klexa. Like, it's not really the kind of thing that I would get into. It's like I want it to happen based on the fact that I want representation and I want to see two girls together. But if it weren't for that, I wouldn't be rooting for them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of how I really felt from the beginning because, like, I don't know, I just didn't not.
Yeah,
their relationship seemed kind of like a weak build, and then like. But I think it could have been better had they not like had that betrayal. So I'm hoping that they are continuing exploring her bisexuality. I'm hoping we get to see her with somebody in like a caring relationship, because like I get the Clark and Bellamy thing. I get all the tension and whatnot, but I never liked her with Finn. So.
Oh God, no. Did anyone like her
Who
with
liked
Finn?
Finn? Who liked Finn? I mean, really.
I think we're gonna get some hate, man. I don't know. I'm a Murphy girl. I'm Murphy girl. I'm unabashed Murphy trash, and I don't care who knows it.
Hey, nothing wrong with loving a bit of piece of garbage, okay? Right? We love
Yeah,
it.
it is though. It is though. It's called, what is it? Garbage can, not garbage cannot. I am all for it. 'Cause, see, I haven't finished season 2, and I haven't even started season 3. But no, like Richard, he's so nice, and he smells really good. But no, he's sorry, I know. But no, he's I don't know.
I think Becca fangirls more over Richard Herman than she does John Murphy.
Shut your face hole. Yeah, it's true though. So no, I don't know. I ship myself with. Okay, I'm done.
Just write some self-insert fic, man. I love me some self-insert fic.
I will not say whether or not I have or have not done that yet. My friend actually wrote some for me though.
Oh, nice. That's even better because you feel a bit better about it. You're like, no, it's not me,
Yeah.
it's someone else.
Yeah,
So it's fine.
Yeah.
So other than that, the 100 just had one episode, and the next one is tonight in like 33 minutes. And
Okay.
I probably won't be watching it until tomorrow. Hello, cat.
Yeah, no, I won't be either because I'm a little bit drunk. I'm probably going to need a nap after this. So
I hate day drinking. I just want to take a nap.
Agent Carter is the other thing. Well, there's one more thing after this. But Agent Carter, it's back. No spoilers because Tara hasn't watched yet because
I haven't watched it either.
But
I haven't watched it either. I'm behind on all the shows.
Really, you haven't watched Agent Carter? It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, not second season yet.
How many episodes are going to be in this season? Is it 8 again?
It's 8 again, yeah.
See, to be honest, that's probably something I'm going to wait till the end and then binge watch.
Yeah, I think that works.
I love it, but that's how. I mean, I binge watched it last year, and I think that if it's only 8 episodes, I think that's the way that's how it's legit for me.
Fareed, Jamie, either of you watch Agent Carter?
I do, but I missed it last week because I only watch a few shows and they're like all on Tuesday.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I feel your
like
pain, Jamie.
Yeah, it's like I only watch like 4 shows and they're like all Tuesday.
Fareed,
So I missed
you
it.
don't watch it?
I think he's saying new.
No. Okay.
Or
We can
not
still
yet.
No, he says no.
I wish I could hear you read. It's like the time we had Stephanie on and she had to type us her answers and we had to read them out loud.
Do you have a dry erase board that you can write it on?
Yeah, there you go. A piece of paper, dry erase board. So yeah. So is it good so far, Vaughn?
I'm loving it. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. I think they've made an effort to diversify, which means that they've introduced a black male character. But hey, that's like a step. So it's fun, and I just have a lot of fun watching it. I think it's just a great show. So would recommend.
Yeah. I know I'll watch it. Like I said, it will just probably be after the 8 episodes. And the other big thing that came back this week is X-Files, which, by the way, you see my shirt?
Oh, yeah.
It says Trust No One, and it's like the cigarette smoking hand, not man. I have clothes on, too. But X-Files came back. Who all has watched it?
I've seen it. I watched it.
No, Jamie, Freed, no. Did you guys watch X-Files at all?
I did.
Yes.
But not religiously when I was younger. So.
Honestly, I didn't get into it until way later. I was in high school, and I was in high school and it was later in high school. I think sophomore, junior years. So we're talking like 96 or 97 or something. So like I had to go back. Most of the early episodes I ended up seeing on like Sci-Fi as reruns, or like when they did their they used to do X-Files Thanksgiving marathons, and one year I was sick on Thanksgiving and like sat in my room and just watched like 18 hours of X-Files. It was amazing. But they're back. I'm okay with it for right now. I'm willing. Like there's some things I don't like about it, but I'm willing to see where it goes. Did you guys enjoy it?
I loved it. I thought it was bad, but in the exact bad way that I wanted it to be bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes any sense? Because that, like, the X-Files as a TV show has never been like super good. But yeah, like it's.
I think it's had its moments, but yeah, for how much material there is, it wasn't,
Like overall, it's not that, like, it's a great show, right? And the concepts are great, and the characters are fantastic, and I'm just so excited to see Mulder and Scully again, like, in my life. That's just a great thing. But, yeah, I mean, it's bonkers, right? It's just, like...
Okay, let me jump in here. I actually started watching the X-Files when it premiered. I was in junior high, and every Sunday night, my parents and I would watch the X-Files. My brother was a little bit too little to watch it, so he didn't really participate. But we would, every Sunday night, we would watch it and order pizza. It was like our thing. And so, yes, I agree with you. Episode 1, terrible, but it was great nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, seeing the same opening credits and everything. I mean, it was, as soon as, like, the Trust No One came up, I was like, and then, yeah, so, and then episode 2 was really good, actually.
Yeah, I think so,
I thought.
It was more X-File-y.
Well, I always preferred the monster of the week episodes to like the alien stuff. Anyway, so I liked it.
Yeah, I think that it's one of the shows that I really like based on the monster of the week kind of episodic nature of it, rather than the kind of overarching crazy conspiracy theory stuff, I'm more of a Scully on that. I'm just like, are you really sure? Like,
yeah, and actually, Erin, I kind of have like a similar thing. Even though I started watching it much later, I had 2 girlfriends in high school who were really into it, and they would come over to my house. It was the end of high school, and then actually our first year of college, we were all we went to schools close to home. So the weekends it was on, we would all meet up at my parents' house and watch X-Files together. And then actually, the last season, I was working at Disney for part of it, but then the second half of the season when I was home, we started up our X-Files nights again, and then the last episode aired. I was actually going back to Florida to work for Disney for the summer, and my girlfriend, who had watched it all those Sundays with me, was my driving partner from Connecticut to Florida, and we stopped in Daytona Beach for a couple days, and we watched the last episode in a hotel room on Daytona Beach. It was, I don't know, and before that, I'd watched it with my high school boyfriend a lot. It's just one of those shows that it's great to watch with other people.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is. It's also the kind of show that you can kind of jump in and out of. Like, I remember I used to watch the episodes, but I didn't follow it religiously when I was younger.
And actually, my dad asked me, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, my dad was like, "Hey, did you watch X-Files?" I was like, "I did," because he used to kind of sit down sometimes with us and watch it when my friends were over, and it just was like, I don't talk about stuff with my dad at all, so it was kind of nice when he randomly was like, "Hey, did you watch X-Files?" I was like, "Did you?" He was like, "Yeah, really liking it so far," and I'm like, "You would, because it's got that 9/11 conspiracy theory."
Oh yeah, love me a good conspiracy theory, man. All right.
Anyway, so
speaking of X-Files, okay, so we're moving into the section that I have titled Controversial Shiznit on the Google Doc. So Basically, I've just said, like, do you have something that you want to complain about and say, like, maybe if you've got something that you've wanted to say for the whole webcast but been too scared to, and now you have, like, alcohol courage.
That's me every day. I always have alcohol courage.
Complain about shit.
I don't really need the alcohol courage, honestly.
I do.
Well, I mean, to get X-Files out of the way real quick, recently there was an article on a website called bitchmedia.org in which they talk about how Mulder's this huge jerk, that he, I don't know, like, basically that he always put Scully down and like berate. I don't know. Like I read the article and I just like basically it was saying he's always disagreeing with her. He's whatever, and it's kind of like the end all and be all is like you think Mulder's a jerk because he disagreed with Scully a lot, dismisses her intelligence and generally belittles her. And I just, like, disagree. Like, I don't think Mulder was a great person or anything. I think he could be kind of a dick sometimes. But, like, the whole point of X-Files is that Scully was brought in to be, like, the logical person to his, like, completely not logical as far as anybody knew character. And the article rubbed me the wrong way because, yeah, he can be kind of a jerk sometimes, but not in the ways you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course he disagreed with Scully. He believed these things, and she didn't want to because she is she has a scientific and medical background.
I agree with you to a certain extent, but at the same time, in the recent episodes, particularly the new ones that have happened, I thought that Mulder was a dick to Scully. Like, I think that, most of what he says is because he just 100% believes the shit that he believes. And, yeah, he's probably right and all that, and they're just disagreeing on, a fundamental level based on, beliefs and understanding of science. But at the same time, he, every so often he just says stuff that, riles me up, I guess, and makes me think, dude, that's taking it a bit far. That's making it a bit personal. That's, being
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I completely agree. I don't think he's a nice person. I think he's got a one-track mind, and, I think that's the biggest part of the problem. He's got a one-track mind, and also, the original series being written in the 90s probably didn't help in terms of, written and airing in the 90s didn't help in terms of representing their relationship and how he treated her, but, I just don't think it's as bad as this article made it out to be. Yes, he could be a jerk, absolutely, but at the same time, saying he was a jerk because he disagreed with her constantly, that was the whole point of the show.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's a dick because he disagreed with her. That never really bothered me, and is basically the reason that I shipped them because they disagreed so much. But. Mm-hmm. I read that article and I don't agree with a lot of the reasoning that they had for him being a dick. I mean, I think that they probably could have found other shit and other reasons for him being a dick, and then that article would have been better.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that, the fundamental difference between the two.
Let me jump in here too, because I think a lot of the reason that people call Mulder a dick really has to do with the fact that he really has an introverted personality, and as a fellow introvert, that's just the way you come off. You're very okay, Mulder, he's obsessive, okay, right? Yes. He has these things, he's very obsessive about them, he's very stubborn, and I agree with what you all are saying too. I'm just kind of throwing a different angle out there. So.
No, I agree with that. I mean, and I think that the reason I judge him so harshly is because I relate to him in that way. It's I am obsessive about shit, and I do get super involved in stuff, and I am a total one-track mind, like disagree with everyone, and to the extent that I'm like insulting to people and like absolutely 100% wrong a lot of the time. But I think that like if you do that, and when I do that, I've had to learn to like kind of take responsibility for the stuff that I say when I'm doing that. And I don't think Mulder has quite learned to do that.
I agree.
Yeah, you're right. I agree too.
And you think after all this time he would have learned something.
Yeah, he would have, you think he would have, like, no wonder she left him, man. All right, so from one fuckboy to another, Kylo Ren as gatekeeper.
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm out because I still haven't seen it. Sorry, peeps. I'm
Oh no!
I'm like the worst ever. So.
I think we can probably talk about it without like actually spoiling
I actually
anything.
haven't read this article. Like I've seen it around a lot, but I've just been like, I don't want to read anything about my Kylo Ren.
But basically, the article, like it says Kylo Ren is like a fandom gatekeeper for the Force or being a Jedi or whatever. Who all read? So Erin, you haven't seen the movie, but Vaughn, you read the article.
Yeah.
Jamie, did you read the article?
I have it open on my phone right now.
Oh, okay.
Scrolling through it.
Fareed, did you read it?
No.
Becca has read it, but basically, like, I mean, the gist of it is, like, and I don't agree with it. I don't really agree with it. Like, the author of the article focused on Adam Driver looking like a douche, and like. I got what she was trying to say about Kylo Ren being a gatekeeper, but she failed in her delivery. She was too focused on the idea of Adam Driver looking like a douche. Gosh, I hope I'm right about the article being written by a woman. Yes, I am. So she's way too focused on this whole idea of Adam Driver looking like a douche, and I know she was trying to be funny, but like it detracted from the article's credibility.
He's just a big-eared Bambi baby. That's all he is. Leave him alone.
You know, one of the things she said that he was trying to
baby, he's a dickhead, man.
No, he's a total jerk. I absolutely agree. But like one of the things she said was that he tried to like mansplain the Force to Rey, which was like actually, in my opinion, completely untrue, because as soon as he figures out that she is Force sensitive, like he changed his tune, and like the idea of him offering to teach her as like a way of mansplaining the Force to her, that had nothing to do with her being a girl. He is trying to make her a dark apprentice. Have we not watched the other 6 Star Wars movies? Like even the crappy prequels. Like honestly, like. Duh.
Just to be clear, the Bambi thing is about Adam Driver, not about Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is a little, pardon my language, shitlord.
Right, the thing is, right, as a character, Kylo Ren, I fucking love him because he is brilliant, right? He's this whiny bitch of a boy, right, who is literally just throwing a tantrum that is ruining the galaxy, and it is amazing. I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I want from a villain, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, he's whiny about the whole like idea that Rey can use the Force, but like that's just him.
Yeah,
that's not the actor.
It's just him.
He's just a fucking annoying shithead, man. Let's be real, okay?
Can I jump back in here? Yeah. Okay, I have not seen the movie, so I do not know. But if you have such a hard time separating the actor from the character, the actor is doing a superb job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Praise Jeebus. Yes. Okay.
Adam Driver was great. He was great as Kylo Ren.
No, yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, like, you can't use how the actor looks like you believe the actor looks like a douche. I get it. I've never seen Adam Driver in anything else. I think I watched like 10 minutes of an episode of Girls. It wasn't my thing.
Stuff is good.
I've never seen him in anything else. Like,
Girls
he did
is terrible, but he's a really good.
like, he did a great job as Kylo Ren. I do not, like, I absolutely, think that. But, like, the thing is, like, the article opened with, like, saying Adam Driver looks like a douche and closed with the fact that Adam Driver looks like a douche. And it was like, I know the author of the article was trying to be funny, but as I said, it detracts from the credibility of the whole idea of Kylo Ren as gatekeeper, even outside of the fact that the other stuff she said was, not correct. Like, it was reaching. It was clickbait, honestly. Like, the article title was clickbait. The whole article was clickbait, and I forced myself to read through the whole thing. Like, she says something about, like, how Kylo Ren would have gone on ignoring Rey if her existence hadn't directly interfered with his comfort or privilege. He was interested in her because she had valuable information and was successfully thwarting his plans. And there's always the possibility that he knows who she is. I don't think that's definitely necessarily the case, but regardless, like, he wasn't trying to mansplain the Force to her. He was trying to gain a dark apprentice. Oh my God.
I understand. Like, I think that I read that article and I thought the article wasn't particularly good, but I understand where she's coming from. There's this, like, fandom joke that I absolutely love, which is, like, basically fuckboy Kylo Ren, where, like, they're talking about Kylo Ren being basically every dude that's, like, ever, like, thought that he was super special and then been super pissed off when he wasn't. Which is true, like, which is what I love about him as a character, but I don't think that article kind of took it too far and just went, like, no, it's just because of this, and it's like, nah, man, that joke is the joke because it's funny, not because it's got, like, needs to be analyzed and put into context, and if that makes any sense. I don't know, I've had too much wine. I'm sorry.
No, it absolutely does. It absolutely does, and I mean, I agree. Like, he's supposed, but the thing is, they could have made the character a woman and had her say the same lines and perform the same actions.
No, the character wouldn't have worked quite as well as a woman, I don't think. But I understand what you're saying.
Probably not, because I'm not sure I can imagine a woman throwing a
lightsaber. Such a whiny bitch, right?
Oh yeah.
No, a woman would go out and destroy the world.
If a woman decided to go dark side, right, that shit would get real. It would be none of this, like, whingy complaining, oh, I'm being drawn by the light. What do I do? Dad, help me.
I don't know. Like, I had this friend, and she has a theory about him. It's, like, it's super interesting. Like, I'm not going to, talk about theories or whatever, but I don't know. Like, the way she put it, I was kind of like, that's cool, but it's probably not real. Sorry, Becca. if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
What is this theory?
What is this theory?
Yeah,
you guys
like,
want to hear
something.
that theory? Okay. She was telling me that she thinks that he is wow, okay. She thinks that he's, like, I don't want to say undercover, but she feels like that he is not this misguided villain, that he knows exactly what he's doing, that he's on a mission from Luke, and, like, that, like, Han knew that he had to, do the thing he had to do. I don't know, like, she was telling me that, and, like, she feels like he's, like, a super good guy, and I was like, I don't know about that.
I'm like qualifying him, hey.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I definitely think that there's a chance that he will end up, not being, like, he will turn away from the dark side or whatever at some point.
She was saying that, he's not really,
I don't think he's a secret agent.
Well, like, she was saying that he was not actually talking to Vader, he was talking to Anakin, and the whole, like, I'm going to right the balance of the Force, and, not, I'm going to wipe out every Jedi forever.
Is your friend someone that thinks Anakin was a good guy? Because Anakin was not a good guy, right? I mean, yeah, he ultimately, at the end, decided to, like, not destroy the world, right, and not kill his son. But he did kill a lot of people, right? People seem to, like, forget this. He killed, like, children. He killed a lot of people.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't know, that was just a theory that she told me, and I was like, interesting, but no, he's a bad guy.
No, I definitely think he's a bad guy. Maybe he won't be forever, but right now, he is.
Oh yeah, look at our giant bottles of wine, you guys.
Okay, so anyone have any more to say about fuckboy Kylo Ren?
No.
No.
All
I'm
right,
done.
so here's where we're gonna. I'm gonna actually ask this because I'm gonna say, okay, so is there anything that any of you guys like have wanted to talk about but like haven't talked about or like don't like often feel like are worried about like perhaps the fandom reaction to things?
No.
No.
Like
I
fandom
pretty much
reaction
say
to-
whatever I want, so it's fine.
It's fine. You don't leave anything behind.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I gotta be honest. Like I will say I'm not reviewing episodes of Game of Thrones anymore. But that's not
sorry.
because of the way I worry about fandom reacting. It's because
Super
the show
triggering.
is
Hey.
horrible. But no, yeah, I kind of just I say what I want. I don't know. What are people gonna do?
I
Dox
try
me?
to, but I don't
Good luck.
at the same time because I'm terrified of fandom, and like I love fandom. It's like my favorite thing in the world, and it is my community, and it is everything that I love. But en masse, fandom is terrifying. Like, I don't know, like, obviously, I think most of us have been on the bad side of fandom and experienced backlash. And it's just, yeah,
I don't know
it's
if I've been
terrifying.
on the bad side of fandom. I've been on like I've had people like post things like I have a video on my personal YouTube channel from back when those like what so and so says videos were popular, and it's like
Yeah.
what geeky girls say or something like that. This is years and years ago, and like 2.5 years after I posted that video, actually somebody I knew, which is probably the worst part, shared it on like one of those Reddits that's used to just make fun of people, and I got a huge amount of like backlash, like rude comments on my YouTube video, comments on the posts that were like, she's hot, but I can't listen to her talk or something, and I was like, okay. So for me, it's less about like worrying about what fandom thinks and more about like dealing with just general internet backlash when I post things that I know are controversial. I mean, the reason I had so much to say about the Kylo Ren thing is because I really was like working on an article about it, and actually to be honest, yeah, I did get scared a little bit because that's like me going up against the Mary Sue.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason is because I was traveling and then I got sick. But like the other part of the reason is I'm kind of worried about going up against the Mary Sue.
Wow. Erin,
What?
have you got any backlash stories or?
No, I'm not. Um, I don't really talk about many controversial topics. I don't know. I'm pretty mellow. I just try not to let things bother me. I'm like the oldest out of all y'all, so I feel like I don't know. I'm like, whatever.
You have life experience, so you're just down.
Yeah.
What about you, Jamie?
And
I know.
I think I'm kind of in that boat too, Erin, where like I'm older and the thing is it doesn't bother me. Like the last really bad thing that happened was a couple years ago. For me, the Mary Sue thing is more just like, ugh, if I write this, am I going to be like persona non grata? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because writing is what I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. Anybody else?
What about you? I know Jamie has, so.
Yeah. I wrote an article about Teen Wolf PR that kind of blew up on me, in both good and bad ways. And I was in the CSI New York fandom like God, years ago. And, you know, it was a ship war thing, basically, but it was like, I called the, like, leader a bitch because she was. That's my blog and all kinds of stuff, so I try to just stay out of things now. Because I don't need that. Oh!
Yeah, why is it that shipping is like the most polarizing thing? I really don't understand that.
Well, for starters, it's such a like kind of like dismissed thing. Like shippers are automatically like relegated, like hated on and dismissed anyway. So they're super defensive, like just automatically because like they have to defend the reason that they exist.
But I feel like shipping is like something that's just natural anyway. Like, I know you and I have had conversations about this, but like, I don't understand what the big deal is.
It is, but it's
my mom ships people. She just doesn't realize that's what it's called.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, it's like.
No, I mean, I did the same thing.
I remember early in internet fandom and stuff, if you were a shipper, then you were automatically hated by basically everyone because you were considered to be like a little girl who just couldn't get past fairy tales. Mm-hmm. You know, and you were like, so, I mean, that's where I kind of grew my kind of like defensive mechanism about shipping. Like, I mean, I tend to like, the way that I react to people insulting shipping is like, I joke about it and I go, yeah, whatevs. So what? I like to watch people fuck. Whatevs. But in general, I understand where the defensiveness comes from. I think shippers, shippers as communities they get a bit intense. Like, they're really great communities, and it's a really great way for a lot of people to kind of find like-minded people and get passionate about things. But when you have communities like that, especially when those communities they kind of close in on themselves, and they kind of don't look at opposing views. They tend to get, the more you kind of talk amongst yourselves and just think amongst yourselves, the less you're kind of open to other opinions and other ideas about things, which is when things get a little tin hatty. For those of you who don't know what tin hatting is, it's basically the idea of, the conspiracy theorists putting tin hats on their head to, prevent aliens from reading their minds. It basically means that you get super intense about something that you think it's this massive conspiracy theory. And I think it happens in it's mostly considered to happen in RPS shipping, real person shipping, but it also happens in fandom shipping as well, fictional characters, that people get really intense about it and are absolutely positive that the ship is going to become canon. They get really intense theories and concepts about when it's going to become canon, how it's going to become canon, and then it becomes this huge thing when it doesn't, because it's not going to. It was never going to, and it's it sucks because you want shit to happen, and it's really nice to believe in love and want this thing that you really like to happen, but at the same time, it shouldn't be this huge thing, if that makes any sense.
I never want my ships to go canon. They always screw them up when they go canon.
Yeah. Right?
They're gonna finally get together, and then one of them's gonna die, or they're gonna cheat on each other, or whatever. I'm I would rather stick with fanfic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, fanfic. I mean, shippers are great, and I don't understand the desire for your ship to be canon, because it's never as good. You have this community of people that are literally devoting their entire existence to making this couple perfect in the way that they get together in every aspect of their relationship and stuff. The people that making the thing that you love, the writers and the producers, the directors and the actors, they're not devoting that much time to the thing that you love. So it's never going to be as good as the people that are devoting all that time, the fanfic writers and the artists and stuff. It's just never going to be as good because they don't have the time.
Yes, I completely agree with you. I mean, there are so many things that go into creating a TV series or film, and it's it's the writers, it's all sorts of weird perspectives, and I completely agree that leave it up to the people who actually care about it and not who are looking at numbers and crunching them. to come up with the best pairing, you know?
I'm just gonna interject real quick before I forget what I want to say, but like we did a Hunger Games shipping pool back in November, and like we had fun. We had fun putting these ships together. Like some of them were the obvious ones: Katniss Gale, Katniss Peeta. And then there was like the Effie Haymitch one that's really kind of been more from the movies. I think Effie Haymitch may have won. But regardless, like. There was one
Katniss falling down a hill.
Yeah, we were shooting Katniss falling down hills because that's like all she does in the movies constantly for no reason. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We had fun with it because there are only so many ships, and we were also trying to keep it to characters who are still alive, like up through Hunger Games Part 1, the movie. And one of the things that we put was Prim and Buttercup, and somebody. Maybe they were joking or being sarcastic, got all up in arms about the fact that they were like, this is gross, you're shipping her with a cat. I was like, have you looked at the other things on this list?
Katniss and Nobody, too.
Yeah, Katniss and Nobody.
Oh my God.
Katniss and Falling Down Hills. Prim and Buttercup. Haymitch and Liquor.
Yeah,
okay?
come on, that's right.
BT and the Capital Mainframe.
Yes.
Like, we're not being serious here. This is like, Hunger Games is such a serious thing. We were just trying to have fun. And like...
You can't have fun. Don't you know that, Tara?
No
Jesus,
fun
no fun for fandom.
Okay.
Never.
No. But legitimately, you could ship me with wine, and I would be, like, totally cool with that.
Yeah. No, see,
that's my life.
Sorry. There you go. I just think that, like, the main issue is that shipping is such a broad term, right? It encompasses everything, and no one really quite understands what it means, like, because it's kind of, like, expanded to include, like, everything from, like super crack ships, like your Katniss / falling down hills.
I don't even know if you can call it a crack ship. No. It's just...
You know what, guys? I have read some really great fan fiction about Katniss falling down hills. I don't know about you, but it's super sexy.
I'm going to need you to send me that, but...
I will send you it. Written. I will send it to you.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, I've talked about this before. Like, I think that sometimes people get so caught up in, like, the sexual aspect of shipping, when shipping can really, I mean, it's an emotional link. Like, am I going to have sexual relations with this wine? I don't know. But do I want to have...
That may be problematic, like, medically.
I mean,
but do I want to spend every single evening with wine? Yeah.
True.
Like, I don't know. Sorry.
No,
I mean, that's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel about my pets. Like, they're my pets. We're gonna have any sort of relations with my pets. I don't even let my dogs lick my face. That's gross.
That is
gross. Like, they sleep in my bed every night, and I don't know, like, I enjoy spending time with them more than I do with most people, so you don't count.
You don't count as the people.
This shows my age again, too, but I feel like as you get older, like, your idea of relationships become more fluid, and so, you know, when you're, like, in your teens and 20s, you automatically, you're like, oh my God, I have a crush on that guy, I got to sleep with him or whatever, otherwise we're just totally, like, apart. But as you get older, like, you know, you can be friends with a guy and not have sex, whatever. Yeah. It just, you know, there's so many facets of being in a relationship that I don't know why shipping is just so polarizing. I mean, this is what I started with, but I just don't get it, so...
obviously I am a shipper, and I have been part of many a ship war. I love ship wars. Like, I am like the only person that's just like, hell yeah, and like jumps in there and starts punching people. But, I don't, I think it's just people getting passionate about shit, you know. Yeah. I think it's people that are afraid to be wrong, which is, I'm actually working on an article for the Geekiary right now where I'm writing about, like, the best thing that fandom has ever taught me, and that is taught me how to be wrong. That is like the one thing that fandom's taught me that like is like works in my whole life and is just the best thing. And it's something that I think a lot of fans really need to learn because like you are wrong a lot of the time. You're learning, you're constantly getting new information, so you are going to be wrong, especially when you're talking like in fandom where you talk like you tend to be rather hyperbolic and you say a bunch of stuff like it's fact when really it's opinion. So you are going to have to kind of go back and say, no, okay, I said that before, but since then I have found more information or I have like reevaluated my position and realized that I was wrong. And I think that that is probably, the most important thing that any fan can learn to do is admit when they're wrong.
Real quick on the shipping thing before we like completely move on, like just building on what Erin said about like relationships and stuff, like neither Becca nor I is completely heterosexual. I'm not gonna say our identifications or whatever, but like I ship myself with Becca. I don't think any of you watch Steven Universe, but like we are like a fusion that needs to happen. But like there's nothing sexual about this. This is literally just like this is a person there are very few people in the world I enjoy spending this much time with and like can like live in a house with for weeks on end without going crazy and stuff like that. Like shipping doesn't have to be about sex. You know what I mean? Like and for me it hasn't always been. Like to be honest, like when I was young and I was shipping Mulder and Scully, yeah, it was probably about like the physical thing at times, but it was more about like their friendship and the emotional thing. So I'm just saying, like
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, no,
Completely.
I think that we need to allow for more kind of non-sexual relationships in shipping. I think that that's an important thing. While we're on the topic of shipping, I think I am drunk enough to talk about something that I absolutely never talk about. But
Yes.
Jamie's probably going to be okay with this because I'm going to talk about Larry. Right?
Oh, I might not be emotionally ready to handle this right now.
We're going to get hate, but fuck it, I'm doing it.
Oh.
I'm doing it.
Oh my
Okay.
god, you guys.
So Larry is the ship that is Harry and Louis from One Direction. And basically it's become this massive thing, that is a massive community that is like thousands and thousands of people that are basically tin hatters. And they're 100% tin hatters. And like generally I'm cool with tin hatting, right? 100% cool with tin hatting. Right? I'm like, you tin hat away, right? Because like in my experience, the amount of celebrities that are banging each other is like way higher than anyone expects, right? So if you're
Oh yeah.
if you're
Higher than we know, higher than we think, higher than we wish. Oh yeah.
You know, like if you're shipping someone in real life, then there's a good chance that those people are banging, right? It's very rarely the epic romance that you have imagined in your mind. But hey, more power to you, right? Yeah, whatever. That's what I'm saying. But at this point, right, Larry has become this like massive conspiracy theory to the extent that like it's up there with like the moon landing. And people are like, no, this whole world is against Harry and Louis, and they're actually together. And his, so I have this rule about not talking about people who are fandom adjacent, who are like fame adjacent, who are like family and friends of famous people. I don't like to mention their names or who they are, but there's this thing going on in the Larry fandom and in the One Direction fandom that has a huge conspiracy around it as to whether or not it is real or fake. I'm trying to do
I know what you're going to say.
Vaughn, your accent is like turning Irish. What is going on here?
I'm sorry. I get really passionate and I turn Irish because I'm a convict now.
Well, you know why? It's because all Australians are from like all over the place, and then they all went to Australia, and their language is literally the language of their language and their slang and everything formed from them being drunk all the time. There was a study done on it.
This is what happens when Australians get drunk. We get Irish. This is why I'm a Nile girl, man.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Anyway, okay, so it's this thing and it's stupid and I just okay, so my main thing that I want to say is that Larrys need to learn to be wrong and they need to let go of this because it is not healthy. It's not. It's legit does not matter what these fuckboys are doing with their lives. They're super rich. They are so rich. And it's really nice that you care about them, but they're going to be okay.
I don't okay, so what is this name you're saying, or this
Larry.
shipper?
Lewis and Harry.
Lewis and Harry
Lewis Tomlinson and Harry Styles.
Yeah,
that guy that
basically
Taylor Swift dated.
It's conspiracy theory that they have been together since the band started on X Factor 6 years ago, and that their management company or record label has been covering it up with a series of fake relationships and scandals and
Taylor
stuff.
Swift is perfect for that poor girl.
What? Sorry?
I said Taylor Swift is perfect for the fake relationship thing, the poor girl.
Well, yeah, the fact that Harry Styles reportedly dated Taylor Swift certainly did not help the rumors about his sexuality.
Reportedly.
Ugh. I can't
All right.
anymore. I just can't.
I don't know anything about this. So.
I do, because I'm in the 1D hole.
Yes! Okay,
horrible.
Jamie recently fell into the Larry hole.
I can't say anything without sounding crazy, so I'm just not going to say anything.
No, I am so interested in this rainbow bondage bear.
Oh, I heard about that.
The
I
what?
didn't realize we were talking about something. The rainbow bondage bear?
Yes, RBV.
It's a stuffed
I never told you
bear. Yeah, it's a stuffed
Yeah.
bear.
Build a bear.
That
It's a stuffed bear that's apparently
Harry and Louis
communicating.
communicating.
I love it. The One Direction fandom is so bonkers, and I love them. I promise you, I sound like I hate them, but I love them. They're great. They're 100% phenomenal people, but they are bonkers, right?
I'm way too old for this. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Hey, you used to be in boy band fandom, didn't you, back in the
Erin,
day?
you talk like you're so much older than me when I don't think you are. So
I know.
Unless you're 70 years old, you're not older than me.
I think
No.
you're maybe 2 months older than me. I'm
yeah,
not.
I know. Yeah, but still, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Was there any
Sorry.
shipping back in the NSYNC days? Were you an NSYNC girl or a Backstreet Boys girl?
In sync, for sure.
Backstreet Boys, bitches!
I mean,
I
I
listened
don't-
to things, but I didn't
I wasn't on the
I don't
internet.
know.
I didn't get the internet until I was 17. So if there was anything, I don't
was,
know.
16.
People did it in secret because there was.
Secret. Like a cult.
I had email lists in websites that I was building on Angel Fire when I was in 9th grade.
Oh my god.
Oh, GeoCities!
Yeah, I had
Freewebs.
some GeoCities.
Yeah,
I had
I had some GeoCities.
I'm super glad that shit is not around anymore.
I've had
I'm
the
pretty sure you
same
can
email
still find
address
my
since I was
website,
14
cash
years
or
old.
Mine was
something.
awesome.
As of
I had a quote.
recently, and I thought it was after GeoCities went away. I thought you could still find my website cached.
I went to my GeoCities and I couldn't fucking find it. Are we allowed to say the F word?
I'm gonna tweet
Sure.
the link to my first website.
Oh my gosh, wow, yes, do it.
Me too. I'll do the same thing.
I am not going to
remember it.
I'm incredibly embarrassed about my...
No.
I don't think I could even. I'm not even embarrassed about it. It's about mine was about the Walt Disney World College program, and if it still exists, cached out there somewhere, I'm not even embarrassed about it. It's whatever.
Well,
the only
But
thing I
I'm not
know
going to go look for it.
specifically know is still out there is my MySpace page is still out there, which is
Mine too.
pretty embarrassing,
Oh,
right?
So
It's
I deleted the
embarrassing.
crap out of my MySpace page. Bye.
oh yeah,
I don't know what my password was. I can't delete it. And it's on a different email, right? So,
Oh yeah, see, I deleted mine in 2009.
I have
Okay, peeps. I just tweeted.
Oh my god. Well, see, my most embarrassing thing that I specifically know is in fandom is that there's a number of fanfics written by me on fanfiction.net, which I am never ever going to reveal. But if you guys can find, then go for your life.
Wait, what? Which website is this?
Fanfiction.
All right, I'm going.
I also have written several fanfics. I think all of them are on Archive of Our Own. I don't think I ever finished writing all of them on fanfiction.net. But again, not going to tell you anything about them. Sorry.
I have the information.
Yeah, I know you do.
I won an award in the CSI Fanfic Awards, so yeah.
Yes.
We're revealing
I
our
have a lot of people commenting on my stuff, being like, "When are you going to write more? When are you going to write more?" And then I was like, I don't have a problem with the fandom or with the ship or anything. I just didn't have time anymore.
Yeah. I mean, my aim this year is to write fanfiction again. Like that is one of my goals for this year. So we'll see how that goes. But
well, we're only in January.
Mine is that like there's every time I have an idea, like it's been done and it's been done better. So I'm like, I'll just leave that one.
Senior, the thing about fanfic, what's great about it is that you can write the same thing over and over again, and I will read it, and everyone will read it.
See, I used to be part of some communities online where they would do like big prompt posts, and everybody dozens, if not hundreds, of people would post like prompts of stories that they wanted, and like it was kind of a thing like you could claim something even if somebody else had already claimed it, but most people didn't do that. So like that's actually where a bunch of my fanfic came from, was like original like prompts by people, and I was the only one who responded.
Yeah,
and most of mine are long. God, I wrote hundreds of thousands of words of fanfic in like a 6-month period, and then I just stopped entirely.
I wrote a novel. Like I have a 60,000 word fanfic for CSI New York.
Wow.
Get it?
I don't know what my longest one is, but it's like about that. It may be longer. I have some long ones. Lots of sex. So.
I think my longest was about 40,000, so that wasn't that long. But I mean, it was reasonably long. It was like a novella.
Yeah.
So
I was a history major, so like I was writing papers.
Excuse me, history is where you find all of the fanfic.
I write everything on
college. Like,
no, I've never written a fanfic. I'm sorry. I'm an amateur compared to you guys. I know this. I know this now.
No, but all history is basically fanfic.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair, actually.
It's like I really like this historical figure, so I'm going to take parts of his life, right, or her life, and create a story around it. And even though I don't know that it's 100% true, but I'm theorizing, that's fanfic.
My degree is a lie.
It's not a lie, it's just a fanfic degree.
It's a fanfic degree!
Yes!
I mean, I have a history degree, too.
Fanfic degree, right?
I guess.
So, I mean,
I was actually really curious, so I'm looking this up right now. Hold on one second. I'm going to tell you.
What the fuck? What?
You'll see.
Oh. Sorry, I'm on Tara's Archive of Our Own page right now.
Hush your face.
It looks like I haven't posted anything in my archive. Don't look at my recently.
My longest one is 72,864 words.
Fuck me, that's a lot. Sorry, swear.
And I've written 20 fan fictions.
Oh,
and all but like 2 of them are about the same thing. So.
Bitch, look at this shit. You got so many kudos. Look at that. Holy cow, 475, 331.
Yeah, I know.
God damn.
I know how to write sex.
What fandom was it? Can I ask what fandom? No.
Lady in the Tramp.
No, Lady in the Tramp. She does. Songwriter.
No, but she really does have a fan fiction about Lady and the Tramp.
It is not about Lady and the Tramp.
I'm sorry, it's in the fucking Lady and the Tramp fan fiction. Wait. Dawn.
Okay, seeing as we're on this topic,
Now,
I'm gonna
everybody is going to be able to find it.
No, I just said Lady and the Tramp. Oh my god.
What is happening?
ask this
I don't
question,
know.
okay? What is
No.
the weirdest fanfic
Ooh, what's
you've ever
this?
read?
The weirdest.
I've ever read.
Oh man.
I think it was probably a fanfic that combined Kuroko no Basket with Harry Potter.
Oh yeah?
Or possibly there was one I read that was Arya and Gendry, and like it was at Joffrey and like Marjorie's wedding, and the whole like thing was like based on the song "Shut Up and Dance."
It is amazing. I want to read it.
You should. I'm sure you can find it if you type in like "Shut Up and Dance" Arya Gendry. It's on Archive of Our Own. That one was crazy. But like, yeah, anything that's like fandom meshing, and like especially when it's a basketball anime with Harry Potter. We had a night one time where we went through and tried to find the most ridiculous fan fictions we could. Just put it that way. There was a lot of drinking. It was fun.
Wow. I mean, I think basically anything involving tentacle porn is probably up there.
I don't think I've read anything like that.
I'm trying to think if I have.
I usually
No.
skip that if I see that it's tagged. I'm like,
See,
no, that's okay.
Like, it's weird. It's weird because I have this like because I grew up like without like Archive of Our Own and without the warning system that they have in place there.
Oh
I
my
read
God,
like
yeah.
a lot of stuff that was crazy, and like it was crazy crack fic, and it was a thing that like you read, and it was like somebody having sex with a toaster or something, you know? It was bizarro and totally bonkers. And you're like,
toaster.
Wait.
what the
Okay.
hell is it?
Have you guys ever watched Witches of East End?
No, but I've heard about it.
Y'all need to watch that because there is like legit tentacle porn in that show.
Nice.
There you go.
Interesting. I think I will skip that, but thank you for the information.
What's I'm still trying to think about the weirdest one I've ever read.
The weirdest one I've read was in CSI New York, because there were the two ships were the Het ship and the Slash ship, and I had the Het ship.
Ooh,
And
my
so
God.
but there was a Slash fic, and it was like one of them got pregnant by aliens, like aliens impregnated him or something. CSI New York, and he like because it was an alien, he like one of his food cravings was concrete, so he like ate concrete, you know, with his human teeth.
What the fuck?
And then when the baby was ready to be born, it was born by a C-section through his back. Like
That sounds very painful. How does that even work?
yeah,
You have to,
I
like,
will
cut
say-
through bone and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
will say, like, I haven't read it, but, like, I followed somebody on Tumblr who then, like, sometime later posted fan fiction of Robert Downey Jr. and, oh my God, I'm blanking, the guy that plays Loki.
Tom Hiddleston.
It was Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Hiddleston fan fiction.
That's weird.
And I was like, I didn't read it, but like I it was all like posted on my timeline. There was no cut, and there were like a few things that stood out to me as I'm like trying to scroll by it, and I was like, you are writing sex scenes between two live real people. I don't get it.
No, well, okay. I read RPS, and I don't have a problem with RPS. And I mean, this is what I generally say is like, I mean, I live in a world that is fandom adjacent. Like everybody I know, like or fame adjacent, people that I know and the people that I like, my family and stuff work with and know a lot of people that are famous. So I don't have a problem with RPS. I think that it's a character that you're presenting, and I think that if you choose to become famous, you get a lot of perks with that, and the consequences of that is losing a part of your your privacy. Like, I think that that privacy should have a limit, that loss of privacy should have a limit, but I think that, like, if you want to get the perks, which include, like, money and access that come with fame, then you need to accept the consequences that come with that, which is a lack of privacy. So generally, I'm like, yeah, RPS, like, go for it. I mean, like, I've read, like, a lot of, like, 1D fiction.
I just, like, I didn't know it was a thing that existed, so when it popped up on my Tumblr dashboard, I was like, what?
And going back to the thing,
I mean, like I think my eyes could have, like, popped out of their sockets. And
I love how scared you are. This is a thing that has always happened. I mean, I used to be heavily in fandom, so I think that that was, like, kind of bigger there than it was in other, like, kind of fandoms. But yeah, I mean, they're real people, but they're also, like, they're characters that they're portraying for the media, right? They're not, like, the people that you see in, like, tabloids and in interviews are not real. They're making that shit up.
Well, tabloids.
Right?
yeah.
Tabloid, like, I was talking to Jamie about this the other day, that tabloids are fan fiction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I can get behind that.
Because they are.
Okay,
They're
I'm going to be the first to take a little break. You guys can watch my dog. He's asleep on the couch.
Cool. Woohoo! Erin's dog.
Oh,
Smith,
my cat is, like, playing with boxes over here.
we did have
I haven't
somebody
thrown out my Christmas boxes.
some stuff about the shipping thing, so I just want to say that because Susie Sunshine tweeted on our thing, and I like to, like, appreciate people that tweet. And this person, I don't know if it's a he or she, but I'm going to say she because it's Susie. She said, my issue with shipping is that people ship. Isn't that people ship, it's the real ship wars that bring negativity to the fan war. I prefer shipping to be in fic.
Yeah. No, I agree about the ship wars.
I mean, like I said, I am a fan of ship wars, but I understand that people can't take it as being, like, just a thing.
Anyway, I have nothing else
my
to
blog.
say.
Hack
Shay.
my
I have
blog.
nothing else.
You what?
Hack
your blog? What?
They hacked my blog.
They hacked your shippers hacked your blog.
Yeah. My LJ, my live journal. They found out. Yeah.
Wow.
And they would, like, take things that because I had my LJ's friends locked. So they found out my password, and they would, like, take things that I said on my, like, friends locked LJ and would go, like, to their communities and, like, post it there and, like, make fun of me. But since I never went to their communities because they were, like, they were antis, I didn't know. Other people would tell me. I'm like, thanks, I really needed to know that. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, shippers are bonkers. I am one, and I love you. So please say that I'm coming to this from a place of love. But you're bonkers. You need to reevaluate your existence.
Oh yeah, have you seen my Tumblr? It's, like, all steric, like.
I am a steric girl since 2010. Okay, so we're moving up to our closing arguments, I guess. Looking forward to 2016, what upcoming events, what we're looking forward to. How about we do that? Tara?
Yeah, I'll get this out of the way first. We actually had our first, like, con organizer meeting of the year for Ice and Fire Con this week, and we're really pushing forward on some things. So if you are interested in Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones, the convention is April 22nd through the 24th. Tickets are $50 for the whole weekend, and like they include all the convention activities. Like, I mean, obviously they don't include food or drinks or anything, but, like, we have everything from an improv class themed around Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire trivia, a costume contest, a mock tournament with archery and a melee. We have a dance party on Saturday night. We've got some really good new things that we're going to do this year because we're in a new location, which is Mountain Lake Lodge. It's in Pembroke, Virginia. It's, like, northwestern Virginia in the mountains. It's a beautiful like stone lodge and the rooms are cheap. They're like anywhere from I think $90 a night for like the cheapest room to like more like $250 a night if you want like a big cabin that sleeps like 6 to 8 people. And yeah, so it's a couple hours from DC. I live in upstate South Carolina. It's about 4 hours from me. And we're, like I said, we're really pushing forward. And we've done a big, like if anybody's interested in going, my suggestion would be to buy tickets and book your rooms like pretty soon. Because we had this big advertising push and then we have another one coming in mid-February. So yeah, if you're a Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire fan, it's a small convention. Like the absolute max people we can have this year is 200, and the max we've had before is a little over 100. So, you know, we're going to be a little bit bigger, but we've got plenty of volunteers and tons of activities going on, and like I said, a great new location. So we're like,
we'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Obviously, Becca will be there. She's one of our volunteers. It's very fun. So even if you don't cosplay, we have plenty of people who come to this. This is the convention that you go to if you're not a big convention person. Like, there are tons of people that cosplay, but there are tons of people that don't. And it's more, we call it camp for Game of Thrones fans. Like, you meet a bunch of awesome people. It's small enough that you get to know a lot of people, and it's, you know, I don't know, like, we have interesting activities and stuff that most big conventions can't offer. So, iceandfirecon.com. Check us out.
I think you should definitely check it out. It reminds me, I mean, I've never been, but it reminds me of all the cons that I used to go to when I was young. The kind of really small cons that were just about, like, fans kind of really loving something. It was good.
Exactly, yeah. We do a lot of discussion. We do a lot of theming. It's silly and fun.
All right, so what else have we got coming up? San Diego.
Well, I'm going to Cayuga. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Becca and I are going to Cayuga, and I'm actually hosting a Song of Ice and it's February 19th through the 21st in Chattanooga, and it's a really fun convention.
It is. Yeah.
Like 5,000-ish people.
This is my first convention, you guys.
Like 5,000-ish people. Really great parties on Saturday night, and really great panels. I'm hosting a Song of Ice and Fire panel actually this year. So that's February 19th through the 21st in Chattanooga. It's also an inexpensive convention. There's no rooms in the host hotel, but there's rooms in the other hotels, and they're all like walking distance from everything. And then of course Erin and I have got C2E2.
C2E2, exciting. What's happening with C2? When's that?
March 18th through the 20th.
Oh, that's really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's in Chicago, and yeah, we are probably going to work on doing some planning this weekend and next week, and then I might be maybe interested in their speed dating event.
Ooh. I've never done one of those.
I thought about it. I thought about it at Cayuga, but then like I walked past the speed dating thing and I was like, no.
Hey, wait.
Well,
I expected
a huge
an article
convention.
about the speed date.
C2E2 is a huge convention, and I think
Yeah.
that the speed dating thing would be fun.
It's Reed
Somebody
Talk, 'cause they do
I
it
know-
at New York Comic Con too.
Somebody I know, I will refrain from naming names, went to a speed dating thing at a big convention a couple years ago and had a good time and actually met somebody, and then later found out that somebody was like 18 or 19 when this person was like 30. So like that was the sucky part, but like yeah, they still like enjoyed it. Like they thought it was kind of a cool like experience to try once, you know?
Yeah, they have like 5 sessions, and it's $5, and you get like 15 dates. So yeah,
I think that's really cool. I think I'm really excited to see what happens there. Hopefully that Erin gets laid, but whatever.
think you mean putting flowers
Wait,
over her
actual
neck.
flowers?
Yeah, where she's like Hawaii.
That's
Oh.
exactly what I meant. That's exactly what I meant. Children, stop listening to this. I'm sorry.
Children. You small children.
It's past 9:30. We
Go
have,
to
like,
bed.
We have so past
Okay.
like the time frame that we
I
usually go on.
might have to do the speed dating at C2E2 just for like research purposes.
Yes, do it. Do please. Yes. Do the thing.
I'll write an article. You know.
I think people would really like an article about it. I mean, I think it's something that people would be really interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I think
All right.
so too. Yeah.
Maybe I will.
So
Maybe
the
I
other
should
thing,
do
obviously, is San Diego Comic-Con. We have 2 people going to Comic-Con on the webcast right now. So
We have Jamie.
Jamie.
Hey. Erin. Meanwhile, Vaughn and I are like, please, Star Wars Celebration, send us your press passes.
I want to go. I want to see my Kylo Ren, my baby Bambi-eared Kylo Ren.
Okay, well, yes, San Diego Comic-Con is in July, yes, 21st through 24th. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sounds right.
Jamie and I will be there covering as press for the Geekiary, yay! And along with our admin Angel, of course. So we're very excited, and as we reminded you like 3 weeks ago or whatever, if you're planning on trying to attend, make sure you have a member ID from comiccon.org because badges will likely go on sale in February sometime. So like in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and they'll shut down the site to new members. So you better get on that like now.
Better get on that. All right. So WishCon is another one.
Oh yeah, WishCon. Okay, WishCon is Women in Sci-Fi and Horror convention. It's the inaugural event. It's November 18th through 20th in Columbus, Ohio. It's quite a ways off, but it's a really good event, and they're in the middle of an Indiegogo fundraising campaign right now. So definitely, even if you have like a couple bucks to spare, they could really use all the help. But they really have some really amazing perks for if you go above and beyond, more than a few bucks if you're able to. I will be attending the convention, so I'm very, very excited to be involved in that. They have some really awesome guests.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, I was supposed to go to a steampunk convention that weekend. I'm not into steampunk, but I thought it would be kind of a cool thing, especially something cool to write about.
Is it an Acrophon?
No.
Okay, good.
It's in Wisconsin, I think. But like, if I can't get a room or a room spot there, I may end up going to WishCon because I have friends I can stay with in Columbus. And
I'm gonna book a hotel, so it's fine.
Oh, you'll have a hotel.
But I was like, I mean, I'd want to see my friends, and they live like right downtown.
Well, the thing is, what I've got is I have a lot of things going on that possibly will be coming up this year, so I haven't planned any conventions. I mean, apart from the fact that I've submitted for press for Star Wars Con, for Star Wars Celebration. But other than that, I'm kind of like trying to keep my schedule clear because there's some stuff coming up that will be really cool if I'm allowed to tell you guys about it eventually. So keep your eyes on that. But there is a possibility that I will be going overseas in November, so I may try to like make my way to the U.S. for that. So.
Wherever you go,
I will go. All the crazy places I live. Yeah, seriously, I've done this. I have so many friends from Australia who come over here, and it's like I have to fly out to Vegas to meet them every time, and it's great.
Wherever if I go overseas, I will definitely, like in November, I would definitely be coming to visit you guys. But yes, it's dependent on a couple of things, but it's looking pretty good right now. So we will see some cool stuff happening, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
Fangirl spiel, by the way, it's like.
So Jamie, Fareed's kind of disappeared, but Jamie, have you got anything coming up?
San Diego, New York Comic Con is in October, so that'll be exciting. And I actually have the Toy Fair in 2 weeks. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! Oh
yeah.
my god! Tell me about all the Monster High and the Ever After High, please. I have to know. Oh my god!
I have they're not private appointments, but I have passes to go to the Mattel like preview thing and the Lego preview thing. So.
Yeah.
That's the fangirl squeal.
Fareed, I'm not sure if we can hear you, but do you, like, if you type it into the Facebook chat, we'll be able to say it. Do you have any, like, upcoming events happening this year, or anything you're excited about, really, in 2016? We're waiting.
We're all, like, waiting. We're like, what's happening?
Nope. Comic-Con Pakistan. That's PK? Comic-Con, is that Comic-Con Pakistan?
Yeah, it got rescheduled, right?
When is that rescheduled to? Do we know yet, or
we don't know yet?
No, they don't know. Boo!
Hopefully sometime.
Hopefully sometime. That'll be cool when it happens. I always love new cons, especially when they're in new places, when you get new people coming in and like places that haven't had cons before, like big cons, and then you get this influx of people. And you never know what's going to happen, and it always like introduces you to a whole bunch of really cool people. It's great.
Yeah, like Pakistan is the coolest location for a comic convention, in my opinion. I think it's the coolest thing. So I'm glad that Fareed is there, obviously, and whenever it is, he'll be able to tell us about it, because I just think it's so cool.
Yeah. Hopefully it all works out. All right, so this is the part where we recommend what people should do in February. So we recommend what they should watch, what they should read, if they should go to a convention or something. What should people do in the next month before they come back to feelings, obviously, because they're just waiting for that to happen? I just stepped on my dog. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what to say. Okay, what's in February? Okay, well, this isn't really like a new thing, but I have been watching Gilmore Girls on Netflix, and I just started season 6, so I'm almost done, and you should watch it. It's pretty good. Although the Luke and Lorelai relationship, no.
Yo, I love that so much the first time around, and like rewatching, and I think I loved it the second time around too. Now I'm on my third rewatch, and I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, it started. I think maybe I talked about this a few weeks ago too, because I've been watching it for a while. But like, it premiered when I was in like my freshman year of college, so I never watched it when it first was on, and now I'm watching it, and I'm an adult. I'm like the same age as Lorelai, and
oh my god,
I'm like,
no.
I watched it the first time round, like I watched it live on telly as it was happening. And I was 100% a Luke Lorelai shipper. I think that the show, like in season 6, just jumped the shark massively. I don't want to say it, but there's one storyline. I don't know if you've like got to it, but there's one storyline where everyone was just like, "Nah, man, that's it."
Yeah, I mean, season 7 was the worst because Amy Sherman Palladino wasn't like involved in it anymore, and neither was Dan Palladino.
But I still love the Gilmore Girls. I mean, obviously, my biggest ship on the Gilmore Girls, because I'm going to do that, is obviously Jess Rory.
Oh yeah, me too, probably. I don't know. I had like a Dean Rory thing like when he came back into her life, but like he was married, and that just kind of like
Oh, I hate him. No, see the thing is my thing with Jess Rory was like obviously when I was super younger, but rewatching it I'm like, no, he's kind of a dick. But my thing is that like I imagine that as he got older, and when you see him come back in the later seasons and stuff, and he comes back for like an episode or two, he gets more mature. And you're like, no, I can see that, like, maybe in, like, 5 years' time they would meet up and they would be perfect together. They just were not right at that time.
Now,
Exactly.
see, I am more in the Rory falling down hills or Rory Buttercup ship.
That's okay too. Yeah, no, I'm of the same. I'm actually in the same boat. Like, I like Rory and Jess, but like I'm actually totally okay with Rory being by herself, and honestly,
Heck yeah.
Lorelai too. Like, both of them are strong, independent, intelligent, hardworking women. Like, this show, it has its issues. It really does, especially the earlier seasons. But in general, it is so like women, female positive that it's like, it makes me feel better about everything. Like, if I'm in a horrid mood, I can put on an episode of Gilmore Girls, and the chances of me not feeling better at the end of it are, like, so slim. It would have to be one of, like, 5 episodes that would upset me.
Well, I don't disagree with you there, but I think that there's so much focus on both Lorelai and Rory being in relationships that I find it off-putting a little bit. However...
Yeah.
The show that I watch to put myself in a good mood, no matter what, is Doc Martin. It's a British show. It's kind of lame, but I love it. It's on Netflix, so just watch it.
It's a great show. It's hilarious. Like, great show. But bizarrely enough, it's like one of the only shows I can watch with my dad. So.
Exactly. I watch it with my dad too. Okay, Vaughn, you and I are gonna have to talk offline.
Yeah.
I have something to tell.
All right. So continuing with February recommendations, Becca, what do you have to say?
Okay, February recommendations. Tara?
So,
sorry.
There is a thing that is happening, and some people may have heard of it. I'm not really sure. But Marvel is releasing a little movie called Deadpool. And, I know, right? So, it's finally earned an R rating. Thank Jesus.
I don't understand how that was ever brought.
You hush your mouth. Okay, so Deadpool is coming out. I am going to see it the day it comes out. Also going to see it on Valentine's Day. That's my date. I'm going to see it for Valentine's Day. I'm dressing up. I'm going to wear a Deadpool-inspired outfit. I've got a red dress. I've got a black belt. I'm ready for this. I am. At first, I was kind of like, Ryan Reynolds. He kind of ruined Green Lantern. But he. I am so excited for this because I have been viciously following everything Deadpool.
Everything they've done so far with the Deadpool movie, like the marketing has been phenomenal, and everything I've done has been brilliant. So I am hyped.
Did you guys see that somebody, and I don't think this was official, made a video that made Deadpool? It's like a Deadpool trailer that makes it look like a romance. Like a drama romance.
Did you see they released a billboard, that like official Deadpool billboard that is a romance?
Is that the skull with the poop?
No.
No, it's like him and his girlfriend, and they're like gazing off into the
a love that conquers death or something. It says or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna find this and I'm gonna tweet the link.
Yeah.
And I hope I gotta be honest, like maybe this is like the troll in me. I really do hope that somebody tricks their girlfriend or boyfriend into seeing it.
I do too, because I mean, if you consider last
significant other, actually, let's use significant other that encompasses all.
I mean, you consider last year. What was the movie of last year? Right, it was 50 Shades of Grey. So, considering 50 Shades of Grey was the Valentine's movie, now we have Deadpool.
Well, yeah, I think Deadpool's probably going to have better depictions of consent than 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, it will. For a fact, I know this for a fact.
Honestly, I'll get my recommendations out of the way real quick. I've been reading a lot lately. We've already talked about all the stuff I've watched. I do think that if you are really into Star Wars and you're really into The Force Awakens, you need to read the books. And I'm not like I am talking about the novelization because it includes like scenes that were not in the movie and stuff. But also like they came out. There's a Luke book called A Jedi's Weapon, I think, that's really good. There's a Leia book called Moving Target that's really good. There's a Han book called Smuggler's Run that's like decent, like it's not as good as the other two. And then there's the Before the Awakening book that's kind of a long. It's got like a part about Finn, a part about Rey, and a part about Poe. Again, it's decent. The Luke and Leia ones are better. They are actually, those two and the Han one are actually set like in the original trilogy. So basically, this is the new EU. And if you're like really into Star Wars, or if you just want like a quick read, that they're awesome. Like I've read all 4 of them, and now I'm reading, almost done with the novelization of The Force Awakens, and next I have like Rise of the Empire, which is a collection of like 3 short stories and 2 short novels. So yeah, if you're really into Star Wars, I highly suggest all of those.
Oh, and Walking Dead too.
Oh yeah, and Walking Dead's coming back. Did we hear about that? I'm trying to decide if I still do.
It's Daryl Dixon, bitch. Fuck yes, we do.
All right, Fareed, we can't hear you, but if you want to type in the thing, I will get back to you when I talk to Jamie. Okay, but I want to know what you're recommending for February 2016. Okay,
Oh.
so, Jamie, what do you think? What do you recommend for people?
Mine is also book, but there's a series that I absolutely love, and I got the first book in it like 3 years ago at the book expo, and I got it in May, and it didn't come out until the next January, so I read it and had nobody to talk to about it. And but the 3rd book in the trilogy comes out February 9th. It's the Red Rising trilogy by Pierce Brown. It's so good. And it ended on like such a serious. The 2nd book ended on such a serious cliffhanger, and I've been waiting for the 3rd book like so impatiently. So it's coming out soon. I have a Barnes & Noble gift card from Christmas. I am buying that book. It's gonna be awesome.
I have those books that I got from C2E2 last year, so we might have to maybe do a giveaway.
Okay.
They're so good. They're so good.
We'll see.
That sounds great. That sounds good. I'll have to give them a look. I haven't read them. Okay, so I've got Fareed's Rex. Let's see. So we've got February Rex. Check out YouTube channel Matt Plus Blue. So that's like one word, no spaces, Matt Plus Blue. It's about actor Matt Dallas, Kyle XY. Oh, wow. I remember Kyle XY. That was a good show.
Oh, wow.
And his husband, Blue Hamilton. Oh. And their 2-year-old adopted son. It's all kinds of adorbs. I've never heard of that, but I am 100% going to watch it. I watched Kyle XY. I loved Kyle XY.
It sounds like the kind of adorbs like when you see like Neil Patrick Harris with
Yes.
his kids.
Yes.
That's great. That's a great recommendation. All right, so has anyone, nothing else? It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so next week, the 3rd book in the Captive Prince trilogy is released. The Captive Prince trilogy is was originally an online kind of original slash story, but has been published, and the 3rd book has been waiting to, the final part of the story hasn't been published online, has been waiting to be released, and it's released next week. It's called King's Rising. It's by C.S. Pacat, and it's amazing. So there's 2 books before this 3rd one comes out. It's like an original slash in like a medieval setting. And it's kind of like a slave fic-esque, but it's really, really well written and really well done. If you're into slash, then you should definitely read this series. And everyone is super hyped about the release. And for something super special, I will probably be interviewing the author on Monday, so we'll be getting some stuff about that. So everyone should go out and buy this book, and watch the interview, which will be coming on Monday or Tuesday next week. So yay! The other thing that I have to say is Zane's single will be out at any minute. I haven't actually checked Twitter, so I don't know if it's out yet. But
it's supposed to come out tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I know.
Slash today.
Flash today. It's
Yeah.
exciting. It could happen at any minute. We're hyped. We're like, yes, it's going to be awesome. We want Zane to succeed on account of he's a man of color and he is super intelligent and just a really nice dude. So we want him to do well.
And he's the hottest member of the former One Direction.
He is 100%. That is true. Jamie?
I was gonna say I had one more, but also Zayn can sing, so yay. Like he had one of the best voices in the band. But I'm just saying he had okay. But I had one more February
Agreed.
thing. I thought Erin would bring this up, but Pride and Prejudice and Zombies comes out next week.
Oh my god,
And
yeah!
Sorry.
I saw an advanced screening and it was so good. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I really loved
I
it.
thought it wasn't until the end of the month.
It's the 12th February.
Okay.
Oh, I
I'm
thought it was
sending
the
you.
5th. I googled it and it was whatever. It comes out soon.
Wow, that's
Sending
crazy.
you a message right now. Okay.
I'm hyped for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and not just because Matt Smith's in it, but I'm super hyped.
Wait,
It's
Matt
so good.
Smith is
I mean,
in it?
Yeah, he's
He's
apparently
Mr.
Mr. Collins. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
amazing.
God, he's
Oh my God.
Collins.
Okay, I'm good with that.
That's
As long as
amazing.
he's not Darcy.
No, it's Douglas Booth.
But it's-
Darcy, I think.
It's ladies in period attire kicking ass. So
That is like
it's
basically my jam, like ladies in period attire kicking ass. Especially if ladies in period attire are joined by Mr. Darcy.
yeah.
That's like basically all I ever want in life.
Oh my god, you guys, we are like right at the 2-hour mark. I told you this was
Please
gonna
stop
happen.
talking. I mean, I'm sure people are listening to it. Listening to us at this point.
Probably no one is listening to us at this point. It's just us, and we're like,
It's
yeah,
fine.
we're having fun.
Hey, there's four
I don't
people
care.
watching at least. So
Okay, well that's good.
I have one more thing to recommend, okay? And then we can be done. I recommend Troye Sivan's new album. It's called Blue Neighborhood. He is a YouTuber. He's Australian, and he's a YouTuber turned pop star. And his album came out last year. It's really good. He's really sweet. He's such a nice guy. Like, he is legit the loveliest dude in the world. And I 100% think everyone should listen to it and check him out on YouTube and just like have a good time with him because, yeah, I think he's a really good dude and he deserves the publicity and he deserves the credit that he gets for his stuff. Oh, and I've said especially One Direction fans that feel a little lost now, like right now because, you know.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's some good shipping happening in the Troye Sivan family fandom, so, you know.
Vaughn, you are so good at like our final question. Do you have?
Oh,
a
actually,
question?
I do have a question. I thought about this. What was I?
Okay, good.
Oh, no. Okay, right. So Valentine's Day is coming up in February, and
Yep.
I wanted to know what everyone's favorite, like, fictional confession of "I love you," like fictional, like I love yous, ever was. Like, what was your favorite time? I actually have one, so I can go first.
Yes, please.
My favorite.
Wait, fictional I love yous?
Yeah, like the first confessions of love in like stories. Confessions of love in stories. If someone wants to tweet that, but so mine is from the British version of Queer as Folk, and basically in like the final episode of it, one guy like convinces the other guy that he's in love with him by naming all of the Doctor Who's in order, like the actors. And he just names them, and he says, like, I bet the guy that you're with doesn't understand that these are the order of Doctor Who's, and that's, like, my favorite I love you on television or in fiction ever. So that is my 100% best I love you.
Oh my gosh, somebody else did. I don't know. You?
Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on. Okay, so recently I've really gotten into, I'm really into Austen. I'm really into Jane Austen, and there's this. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Actually, a lot drunk. And there's this movie. It's called Austenland, and it's actually got Ricky Whittle in it, and he's from the 100. Also, recently been cast in American Gods. There's also J.J. Feld is in it, and so is Carrie Russell.
I love Austenland.
Yes! Oh my god, okay, so I know
Great.
it. Now, I was going to say, I mean, also the Mr. Darcy, you must allow me to tell you how ardently I love you.
Oh, that's my
And
friend.
no, and then there's this one scene, and at the very, very end of the movie, and Mr. Nobley has come to see Jane, and she is putting away all of her Darcy stuff. And this is my most recent thing. Like, there's more I love yous, but this is my most recent. And and he says, and she's like, you're a fictional character, you're not real. And he's like, my name is Henry Nobley. I'm a history professor. And I'm just like, ah! And but she leans in at the very end and she whispers in his ear. She says, I know that you weren't real, but you were perfect. And I don't know, that's just like, I'm like, even though I claim to be like a cold-hearted cactus porcupine, that's definitely my thing. My secret romance thing is the whole Darcy Elizabeth. But yeah, it's between Henry and Jane in Austenland when she's standing in the airport. And, she says, you played your part, or you were perfect. He was the perfect Darcy.
That's good.
So, okay, I'm done. Somebody else go.
Anyone else got one?
I kind of have two. I have a serious one and then a not serious one. So my not serious one is from Wet Hot American Summer. I don't know if you guys have seen it,
Yes,
but when
I
Coop
saw it. It's great. Yeah.
tells Katie that he loves her, and he's just like, I don't care that you're bow-legged, and I don't care that you're bilingual. Like, I just want to, I just want to be with you. And so that one, and then the serious one is probably from The Princess Bride. As You Wish.
Oh, As You Wish. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Erin.
Me?
Erin? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm not really into like romance stuff, so
I'm not either, but girl.
hard.
Come on, there's got to be a
I'll
favorite.
go. Like, honestly, like, I can't even say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't even say this is my all-time favorite because, like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of things, but recently rewatching Parks and Rec, I really love Ben and Leslie.
Yes.
Like, just everything about
so
the way,
amazing.
everything about the way it happens, and like how. I don't even know.
The whole ornament exchange with the
Not even the
I
ornament
thought that was
exchange
cute.
when she like makes the statement saying like that she loves him and everything. I don't know, like how they had to fight for their relationship and they were just so perfect for each other, and it was just so silly why they couldn't be together. Or weren't supposed to be together. I don't know. They're perfect. I want a Ben.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, they are so good. Fareed, do you have anything that you want to add, like, to the... He's typing.
Well,
Wait.
While Fareed is typing, I will. Okay.
He already said it.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Sorry. Angel is joining us, our admin. So. I'm just gonna...
Yes! Oh shit, that hurt. Oh, look.
What's happening right now? Okay, hold
My
on.
cat
Hold
jumped
on.
out of her lap.
Hold on. Okay. So, going back to what we were talking about earlier, Doc Martin is like the best show. You guys all need to watch it. I will try not to give any spoilers away. Vaughn, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So that's out of the way. Just watch it. And then also, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really into like romance movies or chick flicks or whatever, but I'm going to have to agree with Becca here. Like, I love Jane Austen films, and Sense and Sensibility is like one of my favorite films of all time.
Oh, mine
And
too.
yeah, you can go. I just watched it again over this past weekend, and you can go again with Colonel Brandon. Yeah, when Marianne finally is like, yes.
No, that is amazing. That is a great I love you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like an outright I love you, but
I also really like the, if we're talking the sensibility film, and the book as well. I really like God. Oh my God, I'm so drunk. I'm blanking on names. Edward and what's her face?
Edward.
Oh yeah.
Eleanor. Is
Eleanor.
it
Eleanor.
I really like when Edward finally comes at the end and tells Eleanor that he's not married, and she just like breaks down because like it's the first time she's had an emotional breakdown ever. Because she's finally like, fuck, I can finally be happy.
Like, yes, it's like emotional, like blah.
It's just amazing. I love that so much. It's so great. All right, so I've got Fareed's thing here. I'm going to read it now. Yeah. So, Fareed, we are listening to you. Okay, it says, and this is in Fareed's voice. I don't know how to do your voice. So, mine is from Legend of Korra. All of the seasons,
Legend of Korra.
Yeah, all of the seasons were kind of like a love confession between Korra and Asami. Like they just talked about caring for each other. In the last scene of the last book, it was love based on mutual friendship, etc. It felt right, and that too on a kid's show. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen Legend of Korra, but I know how it ends, so
that's a pretty good I love you. That is a good one. I agree. Angel is here, but we cannot hear her. Hi.
Or see her. Actually, I may wanna edit mine and also like say that I love Garnet in Steven Universe, Ruby and Sapphire when you first like see them apart and how they love each other. It's just magical. It's magical.
Right.
Steven Universe is amazing.
Okay, well, I'm just going to add, Fareed says that Ruby and Sapphire was awesome, so that is true. I'm going to ask Angel if she has a favorite confession of love in, like, fictional terms.
There are a little bit of technical difficulties going on here. Angel is with us, but she's not with us.
She's with us, but she's not with us. She's not dead, so don't freak out. Love confessions, like saying I love you. You know, like, yeah.
I keep having to mute myself because I keep coughing.
My favorite love confession is when I go to C2E2 and go through the speed dating, and all 15 guys are like, yes.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
You should go pro
it's not going to happen. It's not.
My favorite love confession is when Larry finally come out and they're like, I love each other.
No,
everything
really.
is a conspiracy theory.
I did ask Dean as well, and Dean is one of our writers. I asked him if he had one, and he's okay. So is it okay if I say what Dean says?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dean and I have been he's not been able to attend the webcast. He's been watching, but he's not been able to talk. He was saying that his is the Han and Leia exchange. You know, I love you. I know. That's what he says.
That's classic.
He says that he was 3 years old. He had a crush on Leia, but that shaped him. That was impressive to him. You know what Han said, and I mean, and I thought about that too. Like I thought about the whole confession of love thing, but no, I mean it's classic. It's classic Han. You know, so that's just what Dean said. So I just thought I would tell you guys.
I agree. Han and Leia, right, is basically my like formative OTP. So
yeah,
I'm just like, yeah, no, 100%. Like all I ever want in life is for me to go, I love you, and for someone to say, I know.
I love you, Tara. And you say the thing.
And she's like,
oh wow. She's not replying.
I know.
We're trying to ship you guys, damn it.
I No.
Vaughn, you and I totally roomed together for a few days, so.
Oh, we are like basically in love, right?
I mean, we kind of cuddled together, so yeah.
I would 100% fall in love with you, Erin. Totally. I love you. I know, Erin. I know you love me.
Very high pitched.
Okay, well, Angel has said, like, added something, which she said Dylan and Sheridan from Babylon 5. She can't think of a single moment, but it was a slow build romance, which is cool. I haven't actually watched Babylon 5, but I've heard it's good, so.
Yeah, same.
Good choice. It's the best, says Angel. So, obviously, I was right with that.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, I think so, unless anyone has anything awesome to add.
I mean,
sorry.
Well, I don't know. This is kind of like, this is late, and I'm sorry. But the Wreck, I've been reading the School for Good and Evil trilogy by, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, and I feel it's Soman Chainani, I think, and he's great. It's about two characters that are in this fictional storybook world, and they are chosen to become the next evil queen and the next princess or whatever. And it's interesting because two girls, and at the end they have to decide if they want to continue on with their story, their story romance, whatever, or to save each other. So Agatha, one of the characters, makes a very unorthodox decision, and no, but I definitely suggest it. I'm working on the third one right now, and it came out in recently, June maybe, August possibly. Anyway, it came out recently, and it's great. It's actually been picked up as a movie by Universal. They're working on a movie deal right now. Very excited about that. But it's young adult. It's kind of fanciful or whatever. And it's got its obviously has its flaws. I'm actually working on an article right now, but I have to finish the third book. But it's a very beautiful book, and I really suggest, if you like young adult fiction, I really suggest that you read it. It's called The School for Good and Evil, and then it is the second one is World Without Princes, and then the third one is The Last Ever After. So
Nice.
So it sounds cool.
This what?
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, no, that sounds all right. I will read. Please write recommendations for these, because every time somebody writes a recommendation for the Geekiary, I read it. So
I will. I mean,
I go through that too. I've got several of Jamie's books that she recommended or reviewed on my Amazon wish list.
Yeah, and I have them, whatever. I think somebody has the first one, Tara. So if you're in a bar, that I have to get that. I think it's Rachel actually. But no, I definitely suggest reading them. And the guy who wrote them is on Twitter. He's super sweet. He actually favorited a tweet from me, and I was like fangirling. I was like, wow. But so definitely suggest reading it. I'm actually gonna be cosplaying one of the main characters, Sophie, my best friend, is gonna be Agatha, and we're doing Sophie and Agatha from the Woods Beyond for Dragon Con. But tentatively, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We'll try.
Alrighty. Wow. That sounds pretty good. Pretty cool. I'm super drunk right now. You have no idea. I've 7 drinks in the last 2 hours. I'm about to pass out.
I've only had breakfast today, and that was 12 hours ago.
I don't even know what's happening.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. I mean, I can just go for the outro if we're all ready. I mean, if anybody has anything to say, go ahead, but
yes, no? Do it.
All right. I am Erin. I am here along with Tara, Vaughn, Jamie, Fareed, Becca, and Angel. Thank you again. Today. Oh man, I don't know what's going on anymore. Thank you again for joining us for Feelings with the Geekiary, our 1-year anniversary. Oh my God. Remember, we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thanks for contributing and helping our host site, the Geekiary. And of course, we will see you next month.
I
Bye.
apologize to everyone who watched this. So bye.
Bye.